Good morning, everybody. We are going to talk about immunity boosting tips today. I just felt strongly led of the Lord to talk about this today. I feel like there's somebody out there who needs this help. So if you're happy about that, drop me a happy face in the comments. If you are so sad because I broke order and we are not talking about spearmint today, that's okay. Drop me a sad face. That way I'll know. Um, Hopefully you'll find some good information out of this. I have 2 pages of notes, so I'm going to go really fast because we try to keep these videos as short as possible. So, oils for immune support. This is by no means an exhaustive list. This is just what's off the top of my head. If you have your Modern Essentials book, you can look up in your book under properties. You're looking for antibacterial and antiviral, antifungal. Those 3 words clue you in that it's going to boost your immunity. And I'm going to give you several options. The reason I'm giving you several options is because you might be out of an oil. So you need to know what you can substitute it for. Also, different oils have different price points. So, yeah, somebody might have Melissa in their collection already, but knowing how much Melissa costs, you might rather use On Guard because On Guard is a more budget-friendly option than Melissa. And also, so you know some oils, some options that you can substitute for. So, Arbor Vitae is antiviral. It's a strong antiviral. It is one that you do not take internally, though. So you can only use it to boost your immunity by diffusing it or putting it on topically. On Guard, that's usually the go-to for a lot of people. Thyme, oregano. Oregano is a hot oil, so if you are using it topically, you want to dilute it with a carrier oil. Since it's considered a hot oil, it's minimum 10 drops to 1 drop of oregano. Also, if you're taking it internally, do not take the lazy way out and just put it in a little bit of water and float your drop on top and slug it back, because oregano will burn your throat as it goes down. It's a very hot oil, so you need to put it in a veggie capsule. So these veggie capsules are available from doTERRA, and this is what we're talking about when we talk about veggie capsule. It's just an empty pill container, pill capsule. doTERRA's, I did not get doTERRA's when I first started in this because I found them cheaper elsewhere, but doTERRA's are superior because you probably can't see it. It's got a little ridge around both pieces. So when you slide it all the way closed, you can feel it snap into place. That helps your oils not to leak out if you have to set it down for some reason. The ones that I got before, they just slid. And so if you had to set it down, when you set it down, all the oil leaked out. So these are better. Oils for respiratory support, because many times when we're sick, we need immune support and respiratory support. So Breathe is usually the go-to for that. It is one that you do not take internally, though. Then you have eucalyptus, frankincense, cardamom, melaleuca, green mandarin, thyme, marjoram, lemon, lime, and the fir oils, Siberian fir, Douglas fir, white fir, if you still have some of that left. I think I need to go back to the immune support oils because I didn't finish my list there. We talked about Arbor Vitae, On Guard, thyme, oregano, melissa, frankincense, basil, ginger, melaleuca, wild orange. Everybody's talking to me this morning. Don't y'all love the noise? So much for the quiet countryside. And peppermint. So, some things that you should be doing on a daily basis for helping your immune system. On Guard has ready-made On Guard hand wash, so that every time that you're washing your hands, you're killing the germs on it. You can make your own by adding those immune boosting essential oils to the hand soap that you already have. But if you're a person who doesn't like do-it-yourselfers, just buy the ready-made stuff. I actually treat it like a concentrate, even though it's technically not a concentrate, and it works just fine. Another thing that you should be doing is supporting your system with the nutrition that you need. These vitamins are awesome. They do so much for your body. Immune boosting is one of them. And for the kids, or if you don't like to take pills, get you some of these. These are chewable. They're yummy. I take them as a treat sometime. The other thing that you should be doing is boosting your immunity through your gut. Healthy gut is where our immunity starts. Adult probiotic and kids probiotic. These have a slightly different mix of good bacteria in them, so I alternate back and forth. Take one day and take the other one the next day. So other things that you can be doing at level 1, the prevention level. Hey Dan, thank you for joining me. Hey Julie. Hand spray. You can make your own hand spray, or you can buy doTERRA's hand sanitizer, which is ready-made. Don't use it just on your hands though. Use it on things like doorknobs and light switches and whatever germy surface, your steering wheel of your car, to protect you. So here's a really easy recipe for making your own if you like to do that kind of thing. In a 1-ounce spray bottle, you're going to add 5 to 10 drops of any of those oils that we talked about, the immune boosting oils, and then fill it the rest of the way with witch hazel. You can add a little bit of aloe vera juice in for some moisturizing benefit, or I've actually done it with vodka, and that works too. Another thing that you want to do on the prevention level is you want to diffuse an immunity boosting oil at night in the home when everybody's come back home for the evening every single night. So get into the habit now, because the holidays are coming, and that's typically we get run down because we're running around so much, doing so much. It's a lot of stress during the holiday time, even though it's a lot of fun, and stress lowers our immunity. So diffuse every evening. We did that last year during the cold and flu season. You all know how bad it was last year. We did it faithfully every night, and none of us got sick. Another thing that you can do to boost your immunity is apply oils topically to the bottom of your feet and to your spine every night when you go to bed. So here's a great roller bottle recipe that you can use every single day to boost your immunity. So you're going to take 3 to 5 drops of all of these oils: Melaleuca, frankincense, On Guard, those 3 oils, and you're going to fill it the rest of the way with fractionated coconut oil. Now, if you're doing this for kids, you want to use those same 3 oils, Melaleuca, frankincense, and On Guard, but you want to just do 1 drop of each one if they're small child, 2 drops of each one if it's preteen, or 9, 10, 11 age. Hey Susan, thank you for joining. So you also want to take that, you probably want to make 2 of those roller bottles, one that you can just leave at your bedside and the other one that you can take with you during the day, because during the day you're going to want to apply that to the back of your neck or your chest every so often throughout the day, as you have had someone come into your environment who should have been at home. So the next level of immunity is when your immunity has been compromised and you feel like you're fighting things off. And we have had the best success when you have that very first thought of, oh, I don't feel so great. Right then, start doctoring yourself. I can't tell you how many times we have done that, and we've done that the first day. When we get up the next day, we're okay. So some capsules that you can make. You can do Floom, Floom, or Poof, Poof. And you're going to take equal drops of frankincense, lemon, oregano, On Guard, Melaleuca. That's the Floom. Poof, peppermint, On Guard, oregano, frankincense. Equal drops. You can play around with it yourself, whether you do 1 drop of each one or 2 drops of each one. And you're going to do that every 3 to 4 hours. If you're like me and you don't really like building a veggie capsule that much, just get you a bottle of these, On Guard Soft Gels Plus. They work the same way. Very good. Wonderful stuff. Every 3 to 4 hours. When you have that itchy tickle or dryness, soreness in your throat, any one of those immune boosting oils, except for the Arbor Vitae, which you're not supposed to ingest, a tablespoon of water, 1 drop of oil, swish it in your mouth, gargle with it, spit it out. I personally like to do that with peppermint the best, but lemon's also a great one to do that with. On Guard is too. I just don't really like the way the On Guard tastes, but that's just my personal preference. Another thing that you can do when you're feeling compromised is a detox bath to help your body let go of the toxins that are in you. And germs count as toxins. So you're going to take 1 cup of Epsom salts, 1/4 of a cup of bentonite clay, and bentonite clay actually helps to pull things out. So does the Epsom salts. 3 drops of marjoram, 2 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of lavender. Now, if you don't have a bathtub, you can get a lot of the benefit from doing that as a foot soak. Or if you don't like to take soaks, baths, you can get some of the benefit of it just by dropping those drops of oils on your shower floor before you get in and take a shower. The steam and the heat will give you an aromatherapy session with the oils that you pick. And then here's a recipe for a nightly roller to use when you're sick. You're going to use 3 to 5 drops of all of these oils in a roller. Arbor Vitae, frankincense, melissa, clove, and oregano. And then you're going to fill it the rest of the way with the fractionated coconut oil. If you're making that roller for a child, you want to downgrade according to size. If they're a small child, just 1 drop of each one of those oils. If they're a medium-sized child, 2 drops, or, it depends on the sensitivity of the person. There is some trial and error that you have to experience when you're doing this. Another great thing that you can get is Breathe Stick. This has, there, showing up now. This has the Breathe oil in it, but it's a solid stick that you can just rub on your chest, a little bit under your nose, on the bottoms of your feet. You'd use it just like you would Vicks Vapor Rub, but it doesn't have any of the nasty chemicals that Vicks Vapor Rub has. So, and this is $10. Another great option for taking things with you wherever you go is the beadlets. The beadlets come in peppermint and On Guard, and they're wonderful to have with you wherever. You can nip a sore throat in the bud with your peppermint and your On Guard. Another thing you can do if you've got sinus pain and pressure, you can take some hot water in a coffee cup and 1 drop of each of these oils: lemon, peppermint, oregano, and melaleuca. And then just hold it under your head and breathe in that steam as much as you can, and it will help to clear things out and help your sinuses to start healing. And if you're really compromised and needing some electrolyte replacement. Did you know you can make your own electrolyte so that you don't have to buy the stuff that's got all the dyes and sugar in it? So here's a easy recipe for electrolyte. You're going to start with 3.5–4 cups of water. You're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of real salt. So by real salt, I mean a salt that still has the minerals in it. I like Redmond salt. You could also use Himalayan sea salt for that. 1 teaspoon of a calcium magnesium powder added to that. I use Natural Calm. It's a great product. And then optional, up to you, you can add fruit juice to that to give it some flavoring or sweetener to it. Then you're also going to, in your glass, when you pour it out, you're going to add a couple of drops of wild orange to that. And that's a great electrolyte supplement for you if you are suffering from the stomach flu. And you know, the old remedy of using honey and lemon for your throat, you can do the same thing with your essential oils. So you can add your lemon or your wild orange to your teaspoon of your honey and just kind of stir it up together with a toothpick, and either just eat it straight or add it to your warm beverage, and you're going to get the benefits there. So I hope this gives you some ideas about how to boost your immunity, and I hope you find this really helpful. If you need me to type out any of those recipes in the comments, just drop a comment below and I will type out the recipes for you. I just wanted to keep it as short as possible. So y'all have a great day. See you next week. Bye.